Happy 2026! Yippee! Dialects are really neat. It's fun to see the different ways that people who speak the same language express stuff in their day-to-day lives. It's a very easy way to find synonyms for words if you're allergic to using a thesaurus too. Here's an example. In Spain, the word we generally use for cars is coche. In other Spanish-speaking countries, they might use the word carro or auto, the latter of which is particularly neat to me as a native Finnish speaker. Regardless of where you live, we're all united by the fact that the only person who will be pleased with you if you use the term un turismo is your driving instructor. Sometimes we might also use the same word but understand it very differently. It would be entirely normal to say in Spain, but if you were in any Latin American country and said voy a coger el tren, people might look at you a bit funny. Makes seeing these claw machines in Spain a lot funnier. Expressions are different too. My favorite expression ever is estar como un camión. In case you don't know, and even a lot of Spanish people might not, it just means that you find the person you're describing attractive. Now, these differences are all neat, but it ultimately doesn't matter. Obviously, if you're speaking with someone, you may want to keep in mind that there could be some miscommunication with certain terminology, but outside of that, who cares? Certainly, nobody's better than anyone else because of how they speak, even if it can be strange to hear someone speaking so differently. So why the hell do some people act like it? Kids are dickheads, and I'm not shocked they make fun of each other for different accents or vocabulary, but I've heard people my age act like that too. And not even just like, ooh, they speak weird, like, straight up saying they hate that group of people and mockingly imitating their accent. I get that the simple answer is that they're racist, but are they also fucking stupid? I suppose those two things often go hand in hand. Don't think this is only a problem with Spanish speakers, by the way. The reason I'm making this video in the first place is the completely deranged shit I heard from people arguing about whether British or American English is better. Like, I'm sorry, do you genuinely believe that the fact that you say restroom instead of lavatory makes you better than anyone else? Do you have nothing more important going on in your life? Oh, but we're from England, so our British is the original correct one. Shut up, dude. First of all, American English uses a lot of words from Old English like squash or fall that are no longer used in British English, so you could easily argue their dialect is closer to the quote-unquote original. Second of all, who cares? What does that have to do with anything? Language evolves over time, and what's correct depends on how it's used now. That's also why I can't stand people who complain about they-them pronouns or AAVE, because they're ungrammatical. Not only do they-them pronouns have historical precedent, but they wouldn't be grammatically incorrect anyway. They are, in the modern day, an accepted part of the English language, and if you say otherwise, you are just flat out wrong. When it comes to AAVE, saying it's wrong in standard English, insofar as that even exists, is a moot point because it's not standard English. It's its own dialect with its own grammatical rules. If you can't understand that much, then you don't care about the English language, you're just an idiot. But little rant aside, yeah, dialects are a wonderful and interesting thing. The internet sure has a lot of not great parts, but one nice thing about it is still how able we are nowadays to talk to people from all over the world. I love learning about this stuff, and so I figured I'd just talk a little about it here. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, I think you can guess what I want you to do. If you liked it enough to want to see more, you can always also subscribe. Have a great year.